EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Commander's Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Right away, they'll change the look. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. To the air goes Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now an audible here into something else. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Switch. Watch safety creep. 19,
the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Big Ed.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Daniels. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Michael Dana collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you in this situation.
Touchdown! Zach Ertz from 21 yards away. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here's Mecole Hardman. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Once more, here's Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Strong right. 4 down. Check. Check. 60 Bison. Hey, check 24. Let's go.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they can just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone, and they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it down to the 32.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now they'll audible to something else.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hunt. will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Up the middle with Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels looking to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Robinson up the middle, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. On the give, this is Eckler. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The handoff, it's Eckler. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Watch the whip. Jim.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mahomes. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this offense is wasting no time getting into the flow of the game. They've come out throwing. 2 quick completions have this defense on their heels as they're already across midfield and driving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Commanders first down.